Please welcome Senetra to the show, along with our sleep expert, Dr. Raj Dasgupta. And Senetra, this has affected your family in so many ways.
Sleep-wise, financial-wise, emotionally, physical toll. I mean, without sleep, it's hard for me to function in my day-to-day.
That's right.
And I'm so glad that we're talking about this because sleep apnea actually occurs in about 3% of children.
Yes.
Asthma is obviously even more common, and those things are intersecting with what people think is ADHD symptoms when really it's not, because they have behavioral issues at school. Sometimes they can't pay attention, and that's all because of these underlying issues that haven't been addressed.
And let me talk about the narcolepsy for a second. When we talk about that episode of the monkey bars, we sometimes think of that as what they call cataplexy, where you have a loss of muscle tone. But there was something very key that you mentioned, that, you know, your daughter doesn't remember these episodes. That's not narcolepsy and cataplexy. They tend to remember these things. I do worry about partial seizures, complex seizures in those cases. But I think the bottom line point is we're all in agreement, take out that sleep apnea. And I'll do that in two ways. So number one, I would say when I first heard the story, the dog's gonna wake you up after you having apneic episodes, after you stop breathing. That's not the way to go. I love service dogs. And I think the rule would be that when we try to make you use the CPAP mask, and you know, in kids, if you use it at least 3 hours a night, you'll get benefit. And look what I got you. Look at these new CPAP masks. They look like a giraffe.
That's cute.
How cute.
They do. I'm not joking. And you're not going to wrap yourself around. There are so many better masks. And I think what a great job for the service dog is when she's using the mask, when she accidentally pulls it off, maybe the dog should wake her up then. Or let's say if the machine goes off, then the dog should wake her up. Not when she's having an apnea. That would be the big trick in my opinion, okay?
Yes. And we've also noticed that the dog helps when she sleepwalks by guiding her back away from the stairs.
Oh, I can't even tell you in general, service dogs are amazing for seizures, for cataplexy. I have patients with narcolepsy. When they faint, the dog saves them. It's amazing. I'm gonna start tearing up. I'm gonna let you know that.
Well, I know that we are all in for a treat because Madison and Hershey are here. Come on out and join us, guys. Madison.
Hi, Madison.
Thanks for bringing Hershey. I heard Hershey's kind of become your best friend.
Actually, she's my very best friend.
Really? You guys do everything together?
Sometimes when she's scared and when I'm in the shower, I have to sing to her. But if I stop singing for a while and she pulls down, sometimes she pees and then pull down the curtain.
I know having a new dog can be pretty expensive, so we actually reached out to the people and the pups at BarkBox. They were touched by your story. They're going to give you and Hershey a 2-year subscription to BarkBox. A monthly theme box of toys and treats are going to be delivered right to your home. But that's not all, because Hershey's just 2.5 months old. BarkBox has made a generous donation, and we're going to partner together to arrange for top-notch dog service training in your hometown at no cost to your family. What do you think about that, Madison?
Amazing, right?
Great.
What a great story. Thank you for sharing it. And Dr. Raj, as always, I appreciate your clinical input.
Very welcome.
Keep us